this shit off, bro?
Oh yeah, we got numbers.
We got numbers, you know. We're back again, episode 2.
Episode 2.
2 hands. 2 hand salute. Yes.
See, okay.
Back at it.
What's up? So, you know, the big news, not really news, but tragedy this past week was, you know, Kobe. Getting into it.
Before we get into that,
Okay.
baby on the way.
It's true.
Boy's about to be a dad.
Yes. That is
Father.
True. That is true. And it's April.
Baby E.
Yeah.
Baby E.
Yeah.
What did he stand for, bro?
Everlasting.
Everlasting love is all I wanna give to you.
But yes, thanks for the shout out there, you know.
Hey, man.
That's my daughter.
Show my boy some love, bro. Finna be a dad.
Oh,
We
yeah.
got 2 dads right here, myself and Mr. Enos here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm happy to be joining the crew.
Yeah.
You know, definitely
Yeah.
am.
Yeah, I mean it's a free membership. Anybody's welcome. We have some therapy sessions for all the new fathers to vent and you know. I was trying to say like an AA meeting, but I mean like being a father is dope. It's cool. It's a lot of hard work and patience.
Yeah. My prayers finally been answered, man. I've been praying for you, brother.
It's gonna happen, you know. It's definitely gonna happen one day. You know, it wasn't something we were rushing into. People ask, were we trying? I always say that we weren't not trying. That's for sure. But you know, we just when it was gonna happen, it was gonna happen.
I mean, when you shacking up, you know, 9 times out of 10. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be shacking.
No, that's why I hate that question when people say like, "Were you trying?" I think I mentioned that at Tor's house. Like, if you're in the act of reproducing, it doesn't matter if you're having sex, you're trying. So when people like the whole it was an accident. No, it wasn't. Like you knew what you were doing when the door closed and light turned off. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me be the first to elaborate on that. You know, I always tell my wife like I knew because like I planned. You know, most females, you know, they plan, you know, but now I planned it, bro. Like today is the day. I don't care, like, you know what I'm saying? But we're just gonna leave it at that. We're gonna keep it moving. I apologize.
Yeah. I mean, that's dope, man. It's a little almost like Joe from you, but you know, it's cool.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
I mean, you know, it is what it is.
You got the hat on too, just like it.
Chill, bro.
We creeping, bro.
Yeah. If y'all don't know, we're actually watching a live game right now. So
Yeah, Celtics Sixers.
Yep.
But yeah, the biggest topic, you know, a great pioneer of the game, an inspirational soul. We lost Kobe Bryant. We've all been fans, and we understand. Everybody else is a fan. Nobody else has really met this person like his family has, like his teammates have. Like, we're from Georgia, so we represent all the other fans, represent y'all who y'all may have known about him past 2 years maybe, or just now learned about him, or just like seeing a whole bunch of old interviews. You know, this is
Even going back to like what he does, you know, with his daughter's team, and
yeah,
you know, learning about him that way, or either through, you know, his desire just to grow women's basketball. I mean, there's a lot of different ways that you can, like, he's got his, you know, got his hands in a lot of different things, or had his hands in a lot of different things, you know, which is still crazy to, like, when I think about it, it was literally like Superman, like, it just didn't seem right. Like, how I found out about it was, we were on the way to my parents' house. We were going to eat. My stepdad was making steak, so we were like, we gonna come through.
I already know.
Yeah, we gonna come through. So we pull up, and my wife's friend texts us and said, "Did you hear about Kobe? He died." And she said it to me. It was the first I heard. And I said, "Kobe who?" It was like, "Kobe who?" I was like,
Oh, for real?
yeah, I was like, Kobe. I was like, it must have been somebody y'all went to college with. They called Kobe or something. She was like, no. She said Kobe Bryant. I said, my first reaction, nah. That was literally my reaction. I told her, nah, that's not right. Ain't no way. I walk in and get my phone out, and I type in his name. First thing that pops up is TMZ. 13 minutes ago, Kobe Bryant's helicopter went down. It's just, yeah, I told my mom, and she was like, what? Seriously?
Bro.
It's just, it's one of the things that you never thought you would hear.
Right.
Especially with him being older than us. It was like how like all the NBA legends of, you know, like our parents and everybody, it was just, they were just going to be there forever. And at least till we got old, you know, he was going to continue to, you know, to do his thing. And it's just, hearing that just wasn't real.
Right, exactly.
And even now, like, it just doesn't seem like, I know it's real, unfortunately, but it doesn't seem like it.
It's crazy, bro. Like, I was at work when I found out Sunday. I was actually in California. Come to find out, the helicopter was at John Wayne Airport, where I flew out of to come home Monday, which was like 10 minutes from where I was staying at in Santa Ana. And I was at work. We were about to get off for the day or whatever. So I'm sitting down. You know me, I'm always on my phone, bro. So just scrolling through. I think I was on Facebook. I think it might have been on Facebook. So I just scrolling on Facebook. You know, checking the pages out, seeing who done came and looked at our page or whatever. And I'm just scrolling, and I saw a helicopter crash, Kobe Bryant, and I was like, what? So I keep scrolling, because like if it's one, bro, it's got to be another one somewhere. Yeah. And I didn't see one, so I'm like, all right, so yeah, somebody playing, bro. Go to Safari, type in Kobe Bryant, nothing comes up. Go to ESPN, nobody's
talking about it.
Nothing's, bro. And I'm like, so I'm looking at my phone. My coworker, he's like, "You straight?" And I was like, bro, I just saw a post that said Kobe died in a helicopter crash. He get on his computer, and like New York Post, bro, it was like the first one that I had seen, and it said confirmed Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter crash, and it was just like, it was really like I didn't want to believe it moment, bro. And you know I'm a LeBron fan, but as a basketball player, bro, you gotta fuck with Kobe, bro. Like, just cause like everybody else said, you only hated him because he used to give your team work, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the only reason. But like, it was just crazy because he was, you know, transitioning to the retirement stage, taking care of his daughters, his family, and stuff like that, bro. He got a fucking, what was it, Oscar?
Yeah.
Bro, it was just wild, bro. And then to keep scrolling, you trying to get more confirmation, and it's like his daughters was with them. So now it's like, oh my god, bro.
Yeah, that's what. And like we were talking about earlier, you know, I'm not a parent yet, but it's also, even if you're not a parent, you know how that hits. Because like I was sitting on my mom's couch, and we were watching the news. This is like after it had started breaking, probably 30 minutes into it, 45 minutes into it, and we were watching the Pro Bowl, actually, and they broke into the Pro Bowl, and they said, there's a CNN report, they confirmed it, and they said there was, you know, like 4 people on board, and then it was like, it said that all of his daughters were with him, and like as soon as that, like, it was like the breath just went out of me, because I was like, no. And I said it to my mom, and you know a parent when I said it to my wife, well, we were watching it, and when she heard it was the same thing as me, but you know, we're not parents yet. But when I said it to my mom, she was like, she almost broke down right then.
Yeah.
And that was without anything being confirmed. And you know, come to find out, one of his daughters was with him, and as long as you know everybody else who was on there as well, you know, not saying that we're just talking about that. You know, there was a lot of people. 9 total, I believe, that were lost, including the pilot. But yeah, it's just I don't know.
Yeah, it was tough. It was I was driving home, and I had just got into an argument with my wife the night before, so all morning was just like, all right, look, I already see LeBron pass Kobe. Part of me was like, all right, that's what's up, but dang, you know, Kobe went to 4th, so like, family's like, what's wrong with you? You know, I'm just like, I'm okay. LeBron passed Kobe, I'm good, you know. I'm straight, I'm just trying to get home. And with my wife, Ariel, I always like to joke with her. I'm like, look, if you bring me any article, please fact check it. You know what I'm saying? If you have any question, please just Google it before you ask me. Because I don't like taking pride in saying I don't know to anything.
Yeah.
You know, so we're driving. We had just took a detour. We got into Augusta. and I make a peace offer. You know, we're driving for so long, it's quiet. I'm like, look, you want to go to Smashburger? We got to cut across, go to McDonough. It's going to be another hour and a half. She's like, yeah. We get halfway there, and she says, this can't be true. No, this is fake. So instantly, like, I'm just like, all right, whatever. I'm like, wait a minute, because she keeps looking at me. I'm like, what is it? She's like, Kobe Bryant just died in a helicopter crash. I said, look, I'm driving.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, like, just chill out. And then literally 5 minutes after that, I had the phone on the AC vent, and Stet gave me a call.
Yeah.
And I just looked at Ariel, and I was just like, instantly, I was just like, all right. And she couldn't hear me, had the AirPods in. And all he said was, bro, you see this? This is crazy.
You knew exactly what he meant.
Yeah, and like, but I was really just trying to, I was still, had that strong mentality of like, I told him, I was like, look, man, you know, if this happened, you know, it's a cause and effect. It happened for a reason. You know, we gotta stay strong, keep that same level of mentality. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Because Ariel's looking at me like, okay, he's okay. And then Trey calls me right before we get to Smashburger, and it was like, you know, he's more kind of emotional about it. He's just like, bro, this is crazy. Like, did you hear how it happened? And I was like, yeah, man, it was a helicopter crash. I was like, I believe it because he takes helicopters. And went ahead and just kept thinking about, I had turned my phone away because I kept getting text messages.
Yeah.
Chris Brown got in contact with me, which was, you know, I'm going to catch up with him soon, but it was tough just looking at my own daughters and thinking like, wow, like, this is what it all, like, it's the cause and effect. Like, when you really care for your family, sometimes you take risks, sometimes you do what you have to do to, you know, get to where you have to get to.
Yeah.
And sometimes,
I mean, yeah,
car crashes, like, anything can happen. And I'm just like, wow, just looking at her, just tears in my eyes, like, wow, like, my idol's gone and his daughter's gone, and now I'm here having to continue this journey that he helped me get onto. There's no excuses now for me. It's just like, dang, like, I have no other hero. My dad's a hero, but that's just my dad. But this is like, when I used to go get on restriction and look at my posters or go on YouTube, this was that person who took the alternate hero from my parents. You know, it was gone.
Yeah, I mean, because depending on when you started watching basketball, because I mean, I've always followed basketball since I was, you know, a lot younger. And when he got drafted in to the NBA, I was 6 years old or so. So it was just, he was our age group. I mean, you can make a comparison because we've all been older and following basketball longer with LeBron since Wade came out, and LeBron came out in 2003. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we were all older then. So we watched his full career in high school, and we watched all that stuff. But Kobe was that true. He was our era's like Michael Jordan. Like, he was that dude. He was that guy, to where no matter what. And there was also, I think, a different era in basketball then compared to how it is now. I mean, if Kobe could play, he was going to be in the game and he was giving 110%. Yeah. He wasn't going to take no games off. He wasn't going to sit out. He wasn't, don't minute restriction me. I'm going to play. And when I'm out there, I'm going to give it to you. Like, it's 100%. That's how he played.
Yeah. He was that dude, bro. He was that dude, right? And just to look at, like, outside of basketball, and we just talk about life in general, bro. Just like, it sucks that situations like this is supposed to be the eye opener for everybody. Yeah. Like I saw a lot of the interviews where he just don't know him. I was watching a lot of the interviews on like ESPN and stuff like that with the analysts or whatever, and you know, their main or most of the points that they made were like, this just shows you like certain stuff just ain't worth arguing about or not worth wasting time over.
Puts everything in perspective.
Exactly, yeah. So it was just crazy, man. Like, and now all we're left with is, you know, just RIPs. Yeah. And at some point it feels like, damn, like I'm getting sick of seeing like RIPs, bro. Like, it's like this is somebody's like life. And granted, like nobody, like, unless you were like a celebrity or whatever, that you actually knew him. But at the same time, it's just like,
I mean, even there's a lot of people who have been out and who are talking about it. I mean, you know, if you met him and you knew him, yeah. There's also a lot of people who you gotta think about, like his wife. His wife knew him.
Yeah, bro.
She knew him more than she knew her own self. Like that's a long marriage time. She was married at 18, so
that was.
She was with him through the whole thing, bro.
Everything.
And she even tried divorcing him.
Yeah. Which is, I mean,
he fought his way to like.
Yeah, and it's just crazy. And one thing that I think that is not, there's no good pullback from this, from what happened. But one thing that it is you know, as men, and then also as, you know, men are not supposed to be emotional. You know, most men aren't gonna like share their, like, not gonna say their feelings or anything like that. But one thing that has come of this is there's been a lot of people, a lot of men who have been, hey, I'm hurting.
Yeah.
Like, for me, you see all these people, all these like athletes, you know, all these like men that are out there, and it's just like, man, they're crying on national TV.
Yeah.
Like, and that's one thing that's just like, hey, look, you gotta be able to get that out. You can't hold all that stuff in. And it's just, this tragedy has made like a lot of people aware. It's like, look, you can say what you need to say.
Mm-hmm.
And because I mean, this is one of those situations where Kobe, since he was in so many different facets of life, it wasn't like it was only basketball people who were affected by this.
Yeah.
It was so many people outside of that who knew him.
Yeah.
Because he was so widely recognized.
Right.
And I was trying to think back on if there was anybody else, like celebrity, that different pedestal that had affected me like this. And, you know, like one of the other major ones who was super well known was Michael Jackson. But I mean, I didn't have a connection with Michael Jackson, you know.
For sure.
And then the only other person who kind of hit home with me was Paul Walker. Like when he passed, because I was like, I grew up on the Fast and Furious movies, so I followed his career. But Kobe hit different.
Yeah.
It meant different because I followed basketball my whole entire life, and every time I read it, and it wasn't something that you knew was gonna be over in one day.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna see it on Sunday, and on Monday we on to whatever else is going on.
Right.
It's like every single time. Like if I was to pick my phone up right now and get on Instagram or Facebook, somebody's gonna still be talking about it, and it's gonna continue that way. And I mean, that's something where you want it to happen, but it's also something where maybe if you don't hear about it all the time, you can put it in the back of your mind, and it helps you. But you don't want to just forget about this man and what he did for the sport.
Oh, for sure. I remember like the first 3 championships where, so my dad, he was a Spurs fan. Spurs won 1999, and we jumped for joy. Boom, Spurs win. I wasn't even a Spurs fan. I was happy for my dad. I got a call from my brother literally a week later. Literally just, we pulled some collusion. Hey, you really a Spurs fan? Nah, big bro. Okay, well, look, man, the Lakers are really good, man, for real. You need to, join the team. And at the time, like, y'all seen him, my brother. Like, I've seen him, like, a handful number of times. So that was my way of connecting with him. When they won, and they won again, and they won again. Like, that was just something that I could actually get on the phone with him and talk about. And, we live a very different life, and it was great. Even high school, they beat the Magic. That was my senior year. And then they beat the Celtics. That was right afterwards. And I was Savannah with Ariel. And that was the craziest thing of just being a little kid, just feeling like, you see him when he wins it, like in the on YouTube, on the montages, like that's exactly how I felt with him. And all the other people in LA and around the world, like it feels good knowing that I'm not like the only one emotional. Like it feels good to hear other people, and I can just be quiet, and other people can be like, man, I'm hurt. I named my nephew Kobe, and this is that, and it's like, okay, like I don't have to compete with any Laker fan. Like it's a Laker. If you want to be a Laker fan tomorrow, cool, got you, bro.
Yeah.
The more people we have in the Laker army, the more we can defeat these Celtics.
And just look at like the all of the people, bro. Just look at all the people that was outside the Staples Center, bro.
And I mean, it wasn't
every day.
I was just about to say that it wasn't just, oh hey, we're going out on Sunday.
Yeah, it was all week, bro.
We're going out. We're just gonna show up on Sunday. It's been nonstop. And I read something today that said that Vanessa said that she that they had to clear out the LA Live right there, right outside the Staples Center, like there where everybody was like taking everything, and they said that they wanted it. Like and so Staples and LA Live, they're gonna pack everything up, inventory it, itemize it, and send it to them.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to get rid of any of that. And I mean, you know, I read some report that said that there was like over like 1,000 different like signed basketballs from people that people had just brought out there and left out there,
right?
and then jerseys and T-shirts and letters and all of this, and it's just you see one person that touched so many different, you know, lives like that. Because to me, growing up being a basketball fan, it was my favorite player was Kobe, and it was right there 1A and 1B was Allen Iverson.
Oh yeah.
That's how it was with me, because those were the two people who you knew when they was on that court, they weren't taking no plays off,
Right.
none, and they were fun to watch. They were entertaining.
Yeah, and this one person had the, you know, like Elon Musk isn't somebody that when he passes away, people are going to write letters to, or, you know, when Elon Musk stops being a businessman, he's not going to go and have TED Talks and literally give you knowledge. This isn't like Trump, who can stop what he's doing today, go make TED Talks, go on podcasts, and write books and get Oscars. Like, there's a difference in this icon compared to what other people look to as their heroes. Like, this is somebody who embodied everything positive, everything that he went through. You know, you saw him win championships. You know, David Stern, you know, rest in peace, but man, he vetoed that trade, and he pretty much vetoed. Yeah, man. You know, I'll be nice and just say rest in peace for real, but like that hurt me, because that it took away what he was trying to reach for. He wanted that 6th ring, and then you just saw Kobe's decline. But then, boom, he retires, and you see that climb right back up.
Mm-hmm.
He posted a picture of him. He looked really flabby. He said, "Challenge accepted." When Twitter was just killing him. Challenge accepted. Boom. Now he's in shape.
Yeah.
You know. Boom. Now he's writing books. He had a children's show. Like he was doing it all, and you just saw like, wow. Like,
He was happy. Like that was like, I mean, he of course like he loved basketball, and that was like his thing. But being after he retired, you just saw everything, because and that was something else I wanted to bring up, and there's a different level on how they went out. And once again, Allen Iverson, one of my favorite players ever. But Allen Iverson isn't, and I think this is another reason why it stings a lot, because when most people retire, you really don't hear much about him anymore. Right. They retire, like Allen Iverson. You hear about him every now and then, once in a while, you know, Big Three and all that stuff. It's just, so you see him every now and then, but like Kobe, still all the time, you heard about him, because he was doing the Mamba Academy with his daughter. He was coaching his daughter. I mean, he was still involved in so much, and that connection that him and his daughter had with basketball, like it brought him back, not back to it, but he kept. It was his second life.
It was basically like a Pokemon. Like he went to the next
he was like, oh, I'm out of it, but I can still give so much to this game.
Right.
And then with the player from Oregon, just being that.
Like if an old friend had passed away, and at least knowing that you had kept in contact with them, and you knew the journey that they were on, you knew that y'all were both being positive and just trying to help. And when they passed away, you can still be like, okay, well, you know, I at least know something that I can go ahead and help with the family. But kind of like that unknown feeling of like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have been mad at this person. Dang, maybe I should have spoke to this person. Now I gotta get in contact with their family when I could have been doing that, you know, before. And like you said, that's what the announcers are saying. This is like, it sucks that this is that time now where people have to get together. You gotta face
that. I mean, one of the things that not hurt, but it was so unbelievable. Which I understand they've had a very like rocky relationship, like Kobe and Shaq. Like one of the said the last time that Shaq had talked to Kobe was
2016.
It was when it was his last game. When he said the last words that he spoke to him were, he was like, he said go get. He was like go get 50. And he was like he got 60. And that was the last time. It was the last night that he had spoke to him. And that's just like, after everything they had been through, which I understand, you know, the rockiness of the relationship and everything, but seeing that really puts it in perspective. And you can see a lot of these athletes, like they after seeing this, because nobody ever would have thought this was gonna happen. Right. Nobody ever would have thought this. To where now they're like, this little stuff that we was mad about, that shit don't mean nothing, man. That shit ain't even important.
Yeah.
To be upset and to where you just don't want to talk to somebody, out of a little small things. You know, we all get mad at other people. We all get upset at each other, but just knowing that next day is not promised. It's just
bro. You never know, dog.
Leaving anything like unsaid.
Oh, for sure.
It's crazy. Definitely is.
But yeah, man. I guess that, bro. What's next, bro?
We got the Super Bowl tomorrow.
R.I.P. Kobe, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Joel Embiid just got dunked on and taunted. Wow. Yeah, check out on the highlights. Joel Embiid just got dunked on.
Oh, somebody got teed up. Was it Joel?
Yeah.
Seems like something he might do.
That's okay. Chase down block.
Yeah. He was there. He tried to. But yeah. That was the other guy who got teed up. Okay. Yeah, talking about Super Bowl here. I mean, this is one of the years. Once again, Dallas Cowboy fan, not in it. Don't really care. This is the first year I think in a while since Atlanta was in it that I've been pulling for a team.
What team?
Well, the Atlanta was the last year that I was actually pulling for a team. Every other year I'm just like when the Patriots and Eagles played, that was my worst nightmare. I didn't want either one of them to win. If they could have just not played the Super Bowl that year, it would have been fine with me.
And the team that won.
Yeah, exactly.
We had to hear about it.
Yeah,
385 days.
Exactly.
Wait, that was what was that? That was
2017,
wasn't it?
2017?
No, that was 18.
I don't know, bro. That was
that
a
was
long
18.
year.
Yeah, it was 17. Trey made sure it was a long year.
Yeah, that was rough.
17 was the
Shout out to the Eagles and Trey, but
no, shout out to nobody, not them.
no more Super Bowls.
So what is it? The 49ers and the Chiefs, right?
Yeah, 49ers Chiefs, and this is one of those
Chiefs,
years.
bro.
I got Chiefs. I'm rocking with the Chiefs as well. But this is one of those
49ers then, just because y'all said.
Yes, I'm saying. I know you. I'm saying you got to say that detour. I feel that this is one of those years that I'm just hoping for a good game. I don't care who wins. Honestly, I feel like the Chiefs are going to pull it out. But I also have it in the back of my mind. I'm like, the 49ers really could win that game. Like they're a really good team this year. But as long as it's a good game, I just don't want it to be a blowout. I want something to be entertaining, come down to the fourth quarter, and the best team win.
I don't want it to be no low scoring. Well,
I don't either. Like I don't want it to be
like,
the Chiefs won 9-6 off of nothing but field goals.
Oh yeah.
I don't want a game like that's not entertaining.
I wanted Lamar Jackson to be in the Super Bowl.
I did too.
What?
Yeah,
That's why I feel like the hype's not there right now because we're all let down. We're all just like.
I feel like if Lamar wasn't there and Deshaun Watson wasn't there, I mean, you've got the next best thing with Patrick Mahomes there. I mean, he is a very he's that, and this is another.
He's repping for the mixed people, and
he's a young guy.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he's a very young guy. So I mean, I'm happy that he's in it. I'm hoping they pull it out. I guess I really don't care who wins. It doesn't really matter to me on that. Just hoping for a good game. Hoping for some good commercials.
Bro,
you know,
what?
That's
halftime show, y'all know who performed at halftime?
J-Lo. Jenny from the block.
That is.
Selena, do anything for Selena.
And that was like my wife. She had asked me randomly. She was like, "Hey, what are we doing for the Super Bowl?" And I texted back. I was like, "Watching it." Hey, like it wasn't. I just don't feel like it's that hyped up compared to when certain teams are in there.
Yeah.
When Atlanta and Patriots were in there, that was hype. It was Atlanta best offense going against the Patriots. Now it's like Chiefs and 49ers.
It's in Miami though. Y'all trying to go?
Hey, let's go.
I'm gonna live vicariously through Trey.
Yeah.
Hey, send me the Snapchats.
No, or he just down there.
I think he's down there.
Yeah, he just put my down there.
So we can drive down
Cameron
there.
Eddie's down there as well.
We can drive down there
You know
tonight, bro. Yeah.
No, we can't. I gotta work on Monday, and that's a long drive.
We can go down there leave 6 o'clock tomorrow.
You know, the Super Bowl starts at 6:30, right?
Where we going?
Yeah, I'll never make that drive. You know,
we made that drive that one time.
Hey, we went to Miami one time, bro. Drove, never again.
Kalen almost killed us. Well, he almost killed me. At least me and AJ.
Yeah, that was
doing 110 down 75 south.
Like how do you swerve into a bridge? It's the craziest.
Bro, chill, bro.
That's the craziest thing to me. Like you.
As soon as that happened, I say, Kalen, stop the car, pull over, I'm finna drive.
Yeah, like you thought you would have like swerved away from it. Like you went into it, and we were looking back like.
We were in two separate cars. Make it a little bit clear.
Well, I was tired.
You were tired. You were hungry. That was your issue. As soon as we stopped at Wendy's, he was like a little kid after he got that Wendy's. He was like, I'm good now. Go back in that car. We were straight. Finished it down. Good time in Miami.
Yeah, I'm pulling for the Chiefs, bro. I think we'd be at the crib though.
Yeah, I think we might go to my parents' house. Just something low key, and just once again, I'm waiting for the time that when Dallas is in it, we shutting it down.
Whenever that's gonna be.
Exactly. That's the issue.
That by that time you'll be able to pull out your 401k.
I'm telling you,
you'll be
cash
good.
everything.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. For
I'm selling all the stocks. I'm getting rid of everything. We blowing it out.
Hey, but I don't know, because I'm kind of glad that y'all still have Dak, and I don't really, Trey will be the first one to really say, like, I'm not that big of a Cowboys fan. I have family in Texas.
Yeah.
They've wanted me to be a Cowboys fan, but growing up in Georgia, it's just hard for me because I've been let down by Georgia teams. So and every year that I'm a Cowboy fan, I get let down, no offense, but
That's very true.
it just got to the point I just started watching the Super Bowl, and I was like, oh, the Patriots in the Super Bowl? I'm going to watch this. Oh.
Yep, that's how I felt for a very long time. That's for sure. It was just they were in it all the time. I think that's another reason why a lot of people don't pull for them. My neighbor is a huge Patriots fan. That's for sure. Yeah. So we have a lot of discussions about that.
Well, I love the Cowboys when they had T.O.
Oh yeah.
Because regardless of anything, of off-field antics or anything like that, T.O. to me was awesome. Because I don't follow the whole outside of the game.
Yeah.
But just when they got that year, trust me, I definitely was rooting for the Cowboys.
Oh wait, not to go back, but y'all think they should change the NBA logo?
I was actually gonna hit on this. I was actually gonna come back to this anyways.
Yeah.
They could.
I think that you have, because I read once again, unconfirmed. I didn't hear him say this. It could have been in an interview. I didn't watch the whole entire thing, but Jerry West said that he was what I read was he didn't really care. He was like, you can take me off of it if you want to. And then I hear a lot of people saying well, if they're going to change it to anybody, they need to change it to Michael Jordan. And that, I don't think that'll ever happen. Because everybody knows him by one logo.
Yeah.
You think he's going to...
They got to pay for that.
That's a lot of money.
They got to pay for
that. mean, you know how it is. They come out with the same shoes every 4 or 5 years. Everybody's still buying them. So he's not hurting for money right now. He's still making it, and that logo is out there.
They come out with the same shoes, and y'all still buying them. But that's beside the point.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's very true. But
do you boo boo?
But I think that
some of them kids shoes though, I can't lie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta get them for the kids. So.
They gotta flex at school.
Yeah, that's true.
Bro, can't be getting roasted, dog.
Hey, for real.
That's a topic for another discussion, right?
I don't know if I can say right now. I had some Shaqs.
You know what's so
I'll never
crazy?
forget. Hey, and I had
Chill,
a friend of mine, bro. I'll never forget, bro. She looked at me and she was like, she was like, nobody wears those, and it hit me because that was my second pair of Shaqs. My parents, got them twice, and I wanted them the second time.
Yeah.
And so when she told me that,
You said you wanted them the same time?
Yeah, the same pair and everything. I was like, oh yeah.
What color
Ain't nobody got these.
The Shaqs have some wild colors, bro.
No, see, these were it was the most basic.
What colors were they, bro?
It was just white, black, and red. It was
with
an all white shoe, and and the logo was black, and to me they were everything, bro. Because I was like, oh, I got some Shaqs. I'm a Laker fan. That's what's up, bro.
Oh,
and so she was like, no one wears those.
Yeah, but
They had lights on them?
No.
Yeah, but Shaq. I mean, he came out with those because he knew that everybody with the Jordans and the Nikes, not everybody could afford all that stuff,
Yeah.
So it was I'm gonna give somebody a good pair of shoes that they can hoop in, to where they don't have to go out and spend $100 for the shoes, because most parents, and I know my mom was the same exact way. She didn't want to go out now. Today's kids are a little bit different. But she wasn't finna go out and spend $150 on a pair of shoes for me to play basketball in.
Because all you think about is, wait, you're about to get these dirty?
You're finna mess them up.
Yeah.
And so I feel like Shaq's heart was in the right place when he designed those, even though
and business model.
even though your homegirl clowned on you.
Yeah, I mean it was life changing, but at the same time, I needed that because
I want to say I had. I think I had a pair too. I'm pretty sure I had at least one pair.
I know you did, bro. We
I'm right
had
on
and1. We had Shaqs. Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
but so crazy thing is, bro. When I was coming up, like through probably like 8th grade is when I stopped getting like I had to like work for like some decent pair of shoes like after 8th grade, bro. Like, so I remember when I was in 8th grade, like I thought I was 5 because like for my birthday, my stepdad gave me some money. He was like, yeah, he's like you just go get some shoes. I was like, cool. So this is when we lived like right up the street from the mall. So I walked to the mall, walked in there. I was like, I said, shit, let's see what I got. I said 2 for $110. So I got 120 right here, 2 for 1. Yeah, let me get 2 of these as size 8. Bro, there was some felines, bro.
Yeah,
there was some felines, bro. But look,
You went to Foot Action?
yeah. No, hey, I got a pair of all white ones. Cause look, I got tired of getting the forces, bro. Cause as soon as you bend the forces one time, you just like, you don't want to wear no more. So I got some all white felines. I was like, hey, I'm finna kill with these. And I was like, let me switch up the game, bro. I got some. They were all black, like suede material.
Yeah.
Like, and the feline little swoosh or whatever was pink and white. So like, it was all black. I was like, oh yeah, I'm really finna kill with this, bro. Black, pink, and white. So look, I bought a. I was so lame up, bro. I bought an all pink shirt, bro, with black right on it. hey, I wore it, bro. Like, cause this is on Saturday, so I got back to school. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm about to kill him, bro. I got to school, and I think it was the shirt that said it said I love it was one of those DGK shirts, I think.
Yeah.
You remember those shirts?
Dirty Ghetto Kids?
Yeah. So it said I love something on it, bro. But it was all pink with black and white, bro. So I was like, oh, yeah. And it has some all black Dickies.
Races?
Yes, bro. Hey, no, I got into school, bro. I got into first period, and I forgot who it was. He was like, damn, son, kill him. Bro, they roasted me, bro, for a week. Hey, I never put that shit again, bro.
And I used to always wear. I used to wear chaps back then. So like, I could never like. If someone had to come to me and was like, hey, you got a chap shirt? I'm like, yeah, like, what's up? Like, it's still Ralph Lauren. He's like, don't you know what chaps mean? I said, what? He said, could have had a polo shirt. I told my parents that. They roasted on me even more. They're like, dang, we didn't know that either.
Bro, that'd be the worst, bro. You wear some shit like, you know you finna be fired. It was like, damn, that nigga got some felines on me for everybody was on it.
And they hype you up too, so like, you be smiling and like they get all like the whole classroom like going, and then like they hit you with that one bomb, and you just had to sit there.
Bro, that shit used to hurt, bro.
Yeah. Hey, so like when your son, when he gets his first job, you gonna let him blow his check on some SBs?
Chill, bro.
Because we're talking about.
Oh, chill, bro. Corey used to do that shit too, bro.
No, first off, no. You and Keenan, like, y'all two were the ones who, when both of y'all worked in the movies.
He saved some of his check, bro.
No, bro.
You see Corey, this room, I know, bro.
Corey had a shoe closet, bro. So, like, you know me, bro. Once I started working, like, cause, bro, I was deprived, bro. Like, y'all know, bro, I was deprived, bro.
Hey, when did you say you got your first game system, bro?
Chill, bro. We graduated 2009, I got that bit like this summer, bro. I was like, they don't need this over, all my friends gone. But yeah, bro, it was high school hot, bro.
Do y'all remember going school shopping? Like the beginning of the year, you being able to go out. I just remember one year I got a pair of, I can't not remember what Jordans they were, but I had a pair of Jordans, and they were like baby blue. Mm-hmm. So it was like, I got one pair of shoes, and everything else that I bought matched those one pair of shoes.
Yeah.
So I remember it was my 8th grade year. I was at when I was middle school. I had a pair of like white and baby blue Jordans, and I had a pair of like baby blue sweatpants.
Yeah.
And I had like a all white, like it was like a polo shirt, and it said like polo, but it was in baby blue.
Yeah.
And like, you know how you get that first day outfit, and like you lay it out before, you know exactly what you wear. You wake up ready. That was like one of those best feelings where you knew you had that smooth outfit, and you were like finna kill it. Tomorrow, like first day of school, I'm finna get it.
That's the best feeling, bro.
That is when you have that smooth outfit.
I used to just walk into random classrooms. Hey,
be seen.
just to be seen, and like if I don't see somebody that I knew, I'm like, oh, wrong class. I'm gonna go over here. Just clown, bro. Like.
But what would y'all do like once y'all got to like that fourth outfit though, and it's like Friday, and like you know you gotta like figure something out that next Monday. You can't wear the same outfit.
I would
switch up the days.
That's what I would do. I would have to. That's the first thing I would think of.
Yeah, and that's what that'd be the funniest thing, because you know you get through that time frame, and like you're like, all right, well, hey, look, shit, finna put them same clothes out I wore last year, and start having to mix it in, bro. Like, cause you had, you know, your parents gave you that limit. All right, you got this much money to spend on back to school clothes. You know, you hit that. Well, I don't think they have it no more, but like the tax-free weekend, and that's when everybody's out buying clothes.
Y'all remember y'all limit?
I'll tell you, I had one limit going to 9th grade. It was $110. I spent $80 on 2 outfits. So I went to American Eagle, and my sister took me there. She was like, Johnny, go to this clearance rack.
You're like,
what? I had money. I was just like, nah, I want that. That's on the mannequin. Johnny, it's $45 for a shirt.
I got it.
What are you talking about? And give me some jeans. Johnny, those are $45. I got it. Like, what you mean, Johnny? You spent $90 out of $110. I went home. My mom said, "What'd you get? You got one bag?" Hey, I pulled it out like it was fresh. And she was like, "Oh yeah, okay." Walked away, bruh. That second day of school was rough. Just know it was rough. I was pulling anything I could find from 8th grade that could still fit. Like, man.
Yeah, I think when I was, luckily, this was having the divorced parents.
Yeah.
So I had a little bit extra
Right.
that I could build on. 'Cause I got some money from my mom, some money from my dad. So I would, and luckily they let me get one pair of shoes, and that wasn't into my clothes budget. So I think clothes budget I had like $150, but then I got a pair of shoes that I could build the outfits around.
Yeah.
So that's like that year that I got those Jordans. Those Jordans probably cost at the time probably $90, $100 or whatever it was. But then I had like $150 I can go out and buy, like, you know, jeans and stuff, which I was fresh in them, and the baby blue sweatpants, bruh.
Hey, I
they
bet
both
you
was
were.
clean, bruh. They had the little drawstring at the bottom.
Yeah.
You could cinch them up.
Oh, they ones that had pockets on the side?
Yeah, they ever had the cargo. Yeah. I was clean though.
Hey, baby blue, red, all black. Those are the colors I avoided. And navy blue. My 9th grade year was the first time I got introduced to like gang activity. Cause like whatever happened at Bonner Middle was like not even spicy. Like it was just wild compared to like I get there 9th grade and I'm learning stuff and I'm just like, I'm gonna just stick with my chaps. I will just stick with my chaps and my shorts above the knee. I don't know what's going on. I'm seeing people jumped like as soon as they got off the bus. Like it was.
I think the funniest thing.
It was eye-opening.
Funniest thing that's ever happened, like that having that eye-opening moment, was when I was middle school, all 3 years. My very first day first day of school when I was middle school, I walk in, you know, middle school. You have the book bag on, you're ready to go. You ain't been in middle school before. You happy to be
Cinched up.
You know, it's cinched. You know, it's on there. And you there. You know, we hear about it. There was, oh hey, did you know there was a fight? I said, a fight? What? Not a fight in school?
Yeah, like
no, you don't do that. It was on the 8th grade hallway. We walked down the 8th grade hallway. I swear to you, I cannot make this up. There was a piece of there was 2 girls got a piece of somebody's hair in the hall. They said, oh, that's her hair right there. Then the girl pulled her hair out. I said, I want to go back to 5th grade.
Hey, for real.
Like it was a whole different world. Like it was a whole different world at that time. It definitely was.
Bro, fights in school, bro.
But it was like once I got into high school and stuff, and it was when people started talking about it, like, oh, hey, you know, they're supposed to be fine after school. They're supposed to be fine at lunch.
In the bathroom.
Like, and it was like you'd be hyped up for that.
Yeah.
At that point in time. And just be ready for it, even though I never, was never involved in any of that stuff.
Bro, I tried to go to every one of them, bro.
But yeah, I was there watching.
It was like the UFC fights. It was like, hey, is this a title fight? Nah, I ain't gonna see this one.
Nah.
Alright, let me know.
Who fight?
Nah, that ain't even worth it, man.
Yeah.
And which one? What bathroom? No, that's too far. That's on the other side of the school.
They fight at the beginning of school, you know that's gonna be lame. Who fighting after 5th period? But yeah, bro.
Did you ever? I remember it was. Not gonna put any names out there. I know who it was, but I'm not gonna put any names out there. They were fighting in the multi-purpose building at Warner Robins High School in one of the bathrooms. It was this white guy was fighting this black guy. Everybody was crowded up in the boys' bathroom and we were watching. He got hit, fell on the ground. I was one of the only other white people, mixed, but only other white people looking that was in the bathroom. He looked at me like I was finna help him. He was on the ground and locked eyes with me. Nope. I want no part of this. I am here to watch and that is only. This ain't no tag team match. Don't try to tag me in. No.
You picked this for yourself.
You got yourself into this situation. Do not know. Don't look at me. I'm not going to get involved in this.
Yeah.
I will have to pass.
One more side note, bro, before we move on. So with that being said, bro, like you ever like be talking to like one of your homeboys that was like about that life, bro, like yeah, no, I'm gonna go see Bottom, you know, this and that, bro. And he's like, you gonna be there? You just be like, yeah.
Nah.
Like just because like in your head, like damn, like you asked me to help, like you want me to jump in? Cause like nah, I ain't trying to do that, bro.
I still think one of my I don't know if it was my ninth grade year. I don't know if y'all were at Warner Robins yet, but one of the worst fights that I ever saw was y'all remember Dronte?
I knew you were gonna say this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I seen him not too long ago.
Really?
Shout out to Dronte, man.
I haven't seen him in so long.
Yeah.
Dronte was fighting, once again, not gonna say any names, was fighting this one other guy outside the cafeteria. He had been, I forgot the whole thought process behind it.
The dude was talking. I heard the story backstory.
He was talking.
Yeah, just talking.
And he was one of those people that were like, Dronte, if anybody, you know Dronte, he was one of them guys who was like, you didn't really want to, and especially in high school, you didn't really want to mess with him.
Yeah.
Because he was one of those people who was just talking about, he was about that life.
Yeah.
He was going to hit you.
Yeah.
So he was talking, and Dronte was like, I'm going to get you. I was like, okay, I got to be there, sit down. We were sitting outside the lunchroom. I wanted to hit on one other thing, taking it all the way back to the
crazy thing is he used to ride my bus.
Who, Dronte?
No.
Oh, you know the other guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. It happens.
That's why I don't want my kid. Like, tradition never graduates with Warner Robins, but exactly that, tradition never graduates. What we went through, I don't want my kids having to go through because there's better opportunities out there that they can just not have to worry about so much drama. They can go to a school that only deals with school. They don't have to go to school and deal with. I don't want to have to deal with anything that you have to hear. Come home and be like, yeah, these girls are talking about me. All right, you're going to another school. I'm trying to get you to college. I'm trying to get you to own your own business. Like, you ain't got time to worry about none of this he say, she say stuff, no gang stuff, no. Hopefully, no. God, please don't get pregnant. I got 3 girls. I'm trying to set y'all up for success. So when I'm out this world, y'all gonna be not on a podcast. Y'all gonna be talking about y'all's memories. Yeah.
With Kobe just popping back up on the TV, made me think of one other thing. Do you feel like something needs to happen with social media and is those like TMZ? How it was they broke the story before even the families, the victims that was in that knew anything about it. Because you just have to think about that. You finding out your significant other tragically died in this accident off of a journalism breaking like that, and that's just.
I think, I mean, I think it should be like some kind of all around communication. So like, hey, we're not gonna break the story until this happens or something like that.
And I mean, I understand from the business standpoint because I mean, you want those clicks, and whoever can post it first, they don't get the most clicks, and that's what it's all about. Like the society now is I mean, you got to get these clicks as soon as possible and breaking that. But I couldn't even imagine finding out what happened to Vanessa and the family that way.
I read something that Harvey from TMZ that he had spoke with Kobe Bryant's family before they post it.
See that if that happens, I'm completely fine with that.
But it's conflicted because at the same time, like, yeah, I read it, but what that same question you've posed is something that other people have said. So it's just like I don't know.
Because I mean,
he did talk to them, but even if he did, just like you said, it's all about getting there first. It's not like they just want to just throw the news at you to get that. They want us to be in shock. They want us to feel that grief. They can't just let us like, hey guys, we've heard some news, blah blah blah.
Yep.
Shout out to every soldier, but that's what they do for soldiers. They break it down to you softly, like, hey, we've had an attack.
Yeah.
We can't speak on anything about that until we can identify it.
Yeah. And so, I mean, that's where it comes down to, because, I mean, if they talk to Kobe's family beforehand,
right.
Good on that. But then also, did you also contact the other people's family?
Yeah.
Like, because it's not just because you don't know, but, everybody's significant other family members who were flying with him that day, and they knew that, hey, we're flying up to the game with Kobe.
Oh man, you're riding with Kobe?
Yeah, that. So when it breaks and you hear the helicopter that Kobe was in and say, well, hey, my aunt or whoever was on that, they're not contacting their, next of kin. In most cases, I mean, once again, hopefully they did, but you're not going to, because at one point in time, they didn't even know there was 9 people.
Yeah.
They were saying 5.
That's the other thing, bro. Like, how do they even... There had to be somebody at that site to where the helicopter took off from that had to notify somebody like, hey, Kobe Bryant's helicopter just crashed. Because you couldn't even get to the plane, bro, until...
It was like on the side of like a mountain.
Like you couldn't even get there. So it had to be somebody like saying, hey, I'm pretty sure somebody got paid, bro.
Well, no doubt
about it.
No doubt about that. They TMZ, they have people on their payroll, and the owner of TMZ, same report that said he used to be like a lawyer, so he's plugged in.
Yeah,
he's plugged in with coroners. He's plugged in with firemen.
That's where you get to the story 1st is on that.
Right, because all they have to do is you can just hear on the dispatch, hey guys, we got a helicopter markings, da da da. I believe it's Kobe Bryant's, da da da. Boom.
It's that quick.
That quick, because then that's going to send to TMZ. Now TMZ is going to say, all right, sit on this till we get some confirmation. Hey, someone get in contact with us real quick, but we're going to post it. Get that Instagram post ready because it's coming out.
That's just crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's the world that we live in, though. I mean, but back then people had encyclopedias, they had paper boys. Now
it's just there.
Yeah, like we have
just instantly.
Just data.
Instantly there.
But yeah, that's whew. Rest in peace to Kobe.
Yeah,
Rest in peace to everything. Yeah.
So
everybody else.
I know you was hurt, bro. You was like the first person I thought about. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
No, and like I appreciate any of that, but like I kind of told Trey, we all hurt the same when it comes to this. Like, don't ever put. Like, I know I was a fan, but we all were fans at one point. It doesn't matter. Like, if I was 100% and you were just 2%, doesn't matter. Like, you still looked at this person as
because he was that player like we were talking about earlier that you had if you follow basketball. Like me with like the Patriots.
Yeah.
I don't like the Patriots. I don't like Tom Brady, but I respect him for what he does,
right?
And what he has been capable of doing. Like that's anybody who follows basketball and is a NBA fan. You have to respect Kobe for his game. Right. If you don't respect him for anything else, you respect him for what he brought, the type of player he was, and how he carried himself on the court.
Yeah.
So
because every championship that he lost, those other players had to play better than him. Detroit came back, they beat him. Boston destroyed him in 2008. That destroyed me. I'll never forget. Like, that was horrible. But as you said, what he brought to the table was competitiveness that other people had to match. If you couldn't match that, you were going to lose. And people stepped up to the challenge. In the sense, that's what LeBron is bringing to the game now, that other people are having to step up and play better than him. So far they have been, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, it's beside the point.
He'll get it together. I have all... Oh, that was amazing. LeBron coming to the Lakers. That's amazing. From a troll standpoint, you know how many arguments I've been in about Kobe, the Lakers versus LeBron, and then when he signs to the Lakers, it was amazing. It was just like,
yeah, y'all come on over.
Exactly.
That was the first one.
Yeah, I got no problems. Garage doors opening up.
Hey, bro, I know we done had our differences, dog. And he was like, you welcome, bro.
Yeah,
like, yeah.
Just gotta make sure you know.
What else we got, bro?
Fast and Furious trailer. I haven't seen it. So yeah, that was just not yet. I haven't seen it yet.
Have you seen? You saw it, right?
Yeah, I saw it. It's just me and Sean, me and my wife were talking about that. It's just she said something funny. She was like, "Do we care about that?" And I was
collectively,
like, I was like, yeah, we do. I said, I'm gonna always see the movies because I mean I grew up on them. But it's funny to me because I really think when they're in the writers' room, they say, okay, well the last one, we jumped a car from one building to another building, and then from that building to another building. We gotta top that. What is the most ridiculous thing that we can do in this one?
I got it.
We're gonna launch a car onto a wooden bridge, and we're gonna swing from one island to the next island. That's what we're gonna do in this one. And
you got Tyrese in the background, like, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that sounds good. Give me them checks.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go once again. I'm gonna go and see it.
Got to.
You know, it's. I'm waiting for.
Are you seeing IMAX or?
Yeah, more than likely, probably gonna see it there. I'm waiting for I'm waiting for them to finally launch a car into space.
I was just thinking about.
I feel like it's got to happen at some point in time.
With Space Force and all.
Yeah, because you know that they have. You saw in the trailer they had the rocket car, and they have a Fiero that has a jet engine on the back of it.
That's crazy.
So I feel like it's eventually going to happen at some point in time.
I could see a UFC fighter being in. Like, I don't think Fast and Furious will ever go away. I think that would be like the.
I mean, if it makes money, I feel like they're going to keep making movies.
Yeah, like it'll be something that it'll last for like our grandkids.
Yeah. Because the first one, when you look back on the differences between the most recent one that came out and the very first one,
bro.
The first one is about street racing. Because it was about a group of people who were stealing like DVD players, and how they are now, jumping super rare cars from one. But it's so crazy to see where it comes from. But
I think it was. The first one was about street racing. The second one was pretty much the same. There was racing in the second one.
Yeah, it was when
the third one was pretty much the same. Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift changed the game though.
Tokyo Drift was 5.
Hey, because that drifting though, that changed everything.
Because you gotta think about how many people, unless I guess, and see before Tokyo Drift came out, that was one of those things where. You might have heard the word drift every now and then, but you didn't know what it was unless you were actually in the driving world. You didn't know what that was, and that was like, oh shit, you can do that.
Yeah.
And now that word, like, oh hey, I'm gonna drift this.
Yeah.
Like you know what that means.
You either get scared,
It was drifting buggies. And
bikes. Exactly.
If you go take the go-karts at Rigby's, you can drift. There's a few turns, and like when you do it, you feel it like in your soul. You're like, I just drifted. Nobody else can do this, but like I did this. Achievement unlocked.
Ooh.
But yeah.
But yeah, I mean, looking forward to it. I think it comes out this summer or something. I'm gonna go check it out. I'm
gonna go watch it, bro.
Yeah.
I was watching it, and I was just like I made a Facebook post, like I was just like. Alright.
Yeah. What's so funny is everybody who comments on that, they know exactly. It's like everybody was like talking about the Fast and Furious trailer.
Yeah.
They know exactly what you're talking about, which is funny to me. Definitely check it out. Probably all.
I was just when I saw it, I was confused at first because I forgot Dom named his little boy Brian. So when she was like, hey little Brian, I was like, what?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no.
Let's see here. One other thing, did y'all listen to Funeral yet?
Not all of it. Mahogany is that beat, like.
Cause I listened to I think the first half of it or so, and at least for the first half of it, I'm getting like classic like Wayne, like Carter 3, like Wayne vibes back on this album.
I listened to one song on it.
Like it rolls through. Like,
just because they said like song number 8 had a moment of silence for 24 seconds or something.
Yeah, at the end of it for Kobe.
So I went and listened to that one, and I listened to the one with Lil Baby and
Yeah.
Lil
I
Baby.
do it.
Yeah.
I'm starting to appreciate artists though, like with Eminem and Lil Wayne. Like
I didn't know that one was like Eminem.
yeah, I'm on a forum, the Collie, where like it's a lot of trolls, and they don't like rappers who try to like go back, you know. But I'm starting to appreciate that, you know. But even before Kobe passed away, as soon as Eminem came out, I was like, okay, let me listen to this. Let me not just try to be the contrarian. Like, so like Lil Wayne, I'm gonna support it. Like, this is art. He may be still talking about the same stuff. It's not uplifting and it's not helping the youth out. But hey,
there was just something about, you know.
I'll support it. You know.
That was I see you charger in the charger, and I'm gonna have to charge you. I'm like, well, okay, yeah.
You just rock with it, because that's what he does, yeah.
Because if you listen to his songs, bro, it's like I always go back to like when we used to ride around like in the Scion, bro, and it had the system like.
You used to wait for that next line.
Yeah, it was just because he was like, damn, he really just flipped that, bro. Like he, like people don't say it, but like he's, bro. Lil Wayne is, like the greatest like lyricist, bro. I feel like
he was.
I was gonna say, I feel like at one point in time he was.
Sorry. He was like, damn, like why y'all? Yes,
I'm saying like,
agree. Yeah. I mean,
no, in some of the
yeah, I would say it was, but like as far as that time period where he was, bro, I feel like nobody has like topped that. As far as freestyling, because he freestyles like, but like that whole, bro, just that one line I always go back to. Dun, 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 I let it, right? If it said, what was the line? It was like tell her, damn, what was it, bro?
That's straight, bro.
But yeah, even deaf women say hi to me. She tell her blind, she said I gotta see. I was like, dog, come on, bro.
Yeah, and those were like MySpace captions.
Yeah, bro. I had that song on my MySpace, bro.
Yeah. Like, well, we taking over. He did something where like he ate some chips and he was like, "Show me my opponent," and he ate some chips.
Yeah.
Throw me my opponent, hey, and like that was like you listen to that before a game. Oh, man. But little did you know that the other team was the same thing. That's why they came out and beat you. Yeah. That's happened every time.
We were, I was talking about this the other day, but it's funny how, like, music, how it changes, not changes, but how you have that one artist that's super hot. And, like, when Wayne was that dude, it was like everybody wanted Wayne. Like, Wayne was that feature. If you had a hot song, Wayne was featured on it.
Yeah.
And then you see it, like, it transitioned to, like Drake. And then like Nicki Minaj, and it was like Cardi B, and then like Quavo, and see like right now it's like the baby, like it's just if something's riding, like he's probably gonna be featured on it,
bro.
And see it's what's so crazy because when you reach that level, it's just like, hey, I gotta get him on the song, I gotta get her on the song, she's gotta be on here. So,
I mean, yeah, I think that'll be a good talking point for next part, bro. Drake's run, bro. Like. I watched that 2-hour interview on Rap Radar, bro. that bit don't care, dog. They was like, yo, man, you living alright, man. He was like, yeah, you know, some light. Like, bro, that man the man, bro.
I'll tell y'all right now, man. Him and Pusha T, I've been following that beat for so long, and Anthony Stewart can tell you, I listened to both of them, and I knew the beef that was picking up. In the past 5 years, I mean, it was underlining. And when they beefed, and when I seen Drake with the blackface, and me and Trey got into on Instagram, I had to let it go. But like, I still stand by this. Like, back then, I say it to like Ariel all the time. Like, yeah, blackface Drake, he had some good songs back then. But like, that's just my way of like coming to grips with. I don't know. I feel like I couldn't get away with that. If I had blackface on, I would get roasted by anybody around me. They would be like, "Bro, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just trying to shed light on Harvey Weinstein and all these things." And they'd be like, "Bro, write an essay. Like, don't put like." And that's what me and Trey we eventually talked it out. And
the thing is, bro, people get so upset about that, and then like they're onto that next thing, bro. Like.
Yeah, I was hurt, bro, can't lie. Because I was like, people used to be like, hey, bro, you look like Drake. So, like, when that shit happened, then it was Pusha T. So that was like my other favorite rapper. For him to do that,
But you had to roll with it though.
no, I was hurt. I stayed up all night, listen to that diss, and I was just
Drake,
like,
bro.
exactly. And then when
Like, he dissed you?
bro, and then he was talking about having a kid, and like, I was just thinking about like my past, and I'm just like, wow, like, oh my gosh.
Am I Drake?
I need to do better. Like, what's going on right now? But yeah, I let that go. But I do have I couldn't be on this podcast and be hyping up Drake and knowing Drake be back there thinking like, hey, bro, at one point you
At one point, he was pushing dog.
at one point you kind of, you know, everybody saw that. We were in a group chat. It was Flu, WJ, AJ, you. Me and Trey got into it. It was funny. it was funny. It was tense.
Shit was awkward.
But it was,
Cause I was like, bro, what are y'all like seriously arguing?
me and Trey, we argue very realistically. Like, we can roast, but at the end of the day, like, I'm not there to ever hurt his feelings. He's not there to hurt my feelings. We're there to hurt your argument. We're there to debate. You know what I mean? And like, that's like our friendship is just like, we can look at an object and talk about the object. We ain't gotta talk about you. Like, you know. And I think it took him by surprise when like I didn't take Drake's side. And he was like, whoa. Yeah, like he was like, wait a minute, bro. You used to be a fan. And I was like, yeah, well right now like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Drake is holding it down right now. I agree with you, sir.
Yeah, we can talk about it further in the episode 3, man. Y'all about ready to shut it down, dog?
Yeah. I feel like we touched on a lot this time, and you know, of course, the main focus was Kobe. You know, rest in peace to Kobe, Black Mamba, for everything that you did. You know,
GG. The other 7 passengers as well.
Yep.
Oh, for sure. All the troops, not from both sides. Shout out to Ryan from The Office when he said that at the garden party. Yeah, definitely rest in peace to Kobe. Rest in peace to you know, really everybody in the past 100 years. Shout out to Blaze, who's trying to break in right now.
Hey, bro, you gotta put that dog up, bro.
I got him. He'll be alright.
We're trying to have more guests. We got some big things planned. You know, everything's gonna work out. Just trying to build our infrastructure. We appreciate all y'all viewing, listening to us as we, you know, try to say stuff that relates to y'all and speak our truths. You know.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to all the new followers, man.
For sure.
We trying to get y'all the best content possible, baby, and we're gonna do the best we can.
For sure. And when y'all see us, just know we'll still clown with y'all, and you know, we're just trying to keep everything down to like an hour-ish onto
Right
this.
around that mark, yeah.
Till we get into the big leagues, and y'all want more from us, you know.
Y'all are more than welcome. You know, I understand everybody's shy. Y'all are more than welcome to join us. You know.
And let us know what y'all want to hear, man. Let us know what y'all want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? We'll take some in, and you know what I'm saying. Some of it we'll keep it over there. You feel me? We ain't gonna take everything in. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, but we got numbers. We're out. Yeah, you can't do it. It's copyrighted.
Yeah, no, chill. Is it copyrighted?
It could be. You don't want to get that. You don't want to get that email.
Yeah, you gonna get the email.
Well, you're gonna be like, hey, this is Heart Productions. Cease and desist.
Chill, bro. Hey, we out, man. Peace.
We out.